Wake Up Jacob, Israel Pepper here. I am here with my main man, my brother,
Shalom.
Shalom, and I'm just gonna ask him a couple of questions, and we're in his chicken coop right now, and I'm just gonna ask him a couple of questions and learn because he's already been doing it. I'll be doing it next, and what that does when brothers help each other is that you get over the learning curve.
Yep.
You get
Yes,
over that.
sir.
I can avoid some mistakes. He's already admitted, hey, I did this, that was a mistake, but he learned, and now he can pass that on to the
Yes.
next brother. So we're just gonna talk about it a little bit. So the difference in the chicken, let me get the basics. Okay, so you have these black and white ones here,
Those are barred rock.
barred rock.
Barred rock.
Okay, and what's gonna be their ultimate purpose?
The hens are good layers,
Okay.
but the roosters, which I will be eating, they get big.
Okay,
So there's more meat.
gotcha.
The red ones are Rhode Island Reds. The
Okay.
hens are excellent layers,
Okay.
but the roosters will be a little bit smaller, so there's less meat.
Oh, okay.
So I'm balancing out with the birds that I can eat
Okay.
and are decent layers. I mean, they're still good layers, but they're
Okay.
not excellent. With the excellent layers, but less meat.
Okay, gotcha. Now, when they start laying, how often and this is, I title it basic.
Yes.
So how often do hens lay eggs? The good versus the average.
They will lay about one a day.
Okay.
Yeah, lay about one a day.
Okay. So when you come out and collect the egg, you could have a dozen or two. How many
Well,
chickens do you have?
right here I have 54, but we have 18 more coming.
Oh my goodness.
So that's 72. Now, the roosters will end up eventually be food.
Oh, okay.
They're going to
Gotcha.
be eaten.
Okay.
So what I'll keep doing, I'll grow them,
Mhm.
eat the roosters, keep the hens,
Yeah.
and then they lay eggs. And the whole hope is to end up selling. I have made contacts where I can sell
Okay.
eggs to people because want, farm fresh
Okay.
eggs.
Gotcha. You could wake up one morning and have 60, 70 eggs.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
That's the goal.
That is awesome.
That's the goal.
That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Now when you're on camera, it's kind of hard to
Yes.
tell. So this space, roughly, how big is this space? This
Ooh,
area?
it's
Roughly.
probably, I'd say 12 by 40.
About 12. This is a big space. And then how long did it take you to put it together?
About a week.
You and the help me put it
Yes.
together about a week.
In about a week.
Oh my.
Now I am adding another 20 feet onto it
Okay.
to have more room for
the
more
comments,
birds.
the 18.
Yes.
Now, you said you put this together like a system, like from one side to the next. Tell me
Yes.
about that.
Well, on the top part, well, on the bottom part, if you look down here on the bottom,
Okay.
you'll see that the soil is, or all this is compost
Okay.
that will go into the gardens.
Okay.
So I just put two boards here.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're 6-inch boards,
Okay.
and piled leaves on the top portion because we're at a slope.
Okay.
Piled leaves on the top portion.
Okay.
What happens is they go through the leaves, pick them, scratch, and they'll tear the leaves up.
Okay.
And then it hits the first buffer, which is right here.
Okay.
It'll pile up over the first buffer, overflow,
Okay.
and then make its way down to the final composting area. So when we have food scraps, or when we have, we're going through the garden, we get weeds, I just throw the weeds on the top with a bucket of leaves on top.
Okay.
And the leaves, which are the carbon,
Okay.
and the compost, which
Okay.
are the food and
Right.
weeds, that's the nitrogen.
Okay.
It mixes and breaks down, and then the birds poop,
Okay.
and all that mixes together to
Okay.
give you the final product. So all I have to do next year is shovel this
Shovel
up,
it.
throw it in my gardens.
Okay.
And so rather than having your own compost bin where it has to work itself,
Right.
the birds do all the work.
They did. That's the way. Yada's on. You work with the animals.
Yes.
They get their labor. I love it. I love it. Okay. So this whole, and you said after a year.
Oh no, this will be. I could technically take this right now. It takes about 6 weeks.
Oh, okay. 6 weeks, and
6
it's
weeks.
usable after 6 weeks.
In 6 weeks, I can use it.
Look at it. They're still doing their job.
Yep, they'll dig through here, get bugs, worms, everything,
I love it.
and they keep the process going. All I have to do is give them leaves and give them something to eat. All these weeds in here are the vegetables that we got from our gardens,
Oh, okay.
the greens.
Yeah.
They'll pick through it, eat the things off, and then it makes its way down here.
Well, I was gonna ask you what was their primary diet. I see they're messing with the vegetables and
Yeah.
stuff.
They have anything that, like when I go to work,
Mhm.
I'll bring home food that the patients don't want.
Okay.
I'll just pile it in a trash bag, come here and dump it on top of my coop, and they eat it.
And they go
they
for
also have their egg mesh and egg pellets
Okay.
that they eat.
Okay.
And that gives them their vitamins and minerals. But
Okay.
I can go out here and grab weeds and throw them in here, and they'll pick through it,
Fine. Get what they need.
get what they need, and leave the rest.
That is awesome. So they got their food, they got their water, and you said they hold up pretty good in the winter.
Yes.
Okay.
The coop is right over here, which I'm not finished yet. The
Right.
door on it still.
Okay.
But I insulated it, and these birds are actually good in the winter, so they can handle single-digit weather.
Yeah, and we just had a freeze just 2 days ago.
Yes.
We just
Yes.
had a freeze 2 days ago, and they're all fine. He
Yep.
didn't come in here and find a dead chicken.
Nope.
So it was, I mean, really freezing. So we're out here for Tabernacles, just having a good time, fellowshipping,
Hallelujah.
working on projects. You're working on an addition
Yep.
to your home.
Yes, sir.
After you do that addition, like, what's the next project you're thinking about?
I have to get the goat pen, which is supposed to be
Okay.
where all these trees are right here. That's where I'm doing my goat pen.
I love
So
it.
then I'm planting it out with grass. I'm planting up there with grass right now,
Okay.
and clover, so that I want to produce my own feed for my goats.
Gotcha. So this brother, he's getting it done. Getting it done. This dude, he's always has a project next to him. The next thing coming up. He's thinking about the next thing coming up. He's working on a project back here behind his house. And now he has a lot of, there's a lot of things that we have to categorize.
Yes.
Okay, my home. Okay,
Yes.
what I got to do for my animals.
Yes.
Okay, what I'm going to do for my children. What am I
Yes.
going to, different things like that.
Yes.
A lot of things you have to think about. And here's the thing, since we're talking about basics, a lot of people may be like, they don't know, I don't even know where to start.
Yes.
Right? Now, I'm talking to a guy who started from scratch, okay? Didn't know how to do it. In his own words, I didn't know how to build this stuff.
Nope.
I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. I'll tell you what, let's help the brothers out. How did you feel emotionally when you when you made the transition? We
Yes.
know your story. You came from California to Arizona to out here.
Yes.
Okay. Now, once you got out here and you're on your land, and we know it was all humble beginnings, tell me the emotional side as a leader, as a patriarch. How are you feeling early on out here on your land?
I felt great because I came out, but I had some hard times. I had some extremely hard times because, hey, calm down. You're not used to certain struggles.
Yeah.
You're not used to you become accustomed to certain things, so you expect that thing.
Yep.
But then suddenly when you experience a traumatic event or a very cold night,
Yeah.
and you weren't prepared for it,
Yep.
and you realize that I need to get more blankets,
Yep.
but I have to make it through the night first, and
Yep.
but when you come out on the other end, you realize you're stronger.
Yeah.
You overcame something for real.
Yeah.
And honestly, this transition has also helped me. If I can overcome this, I can overcome some of these sinful things that I'm dealing with in my life.
Absolutely.
I'm making a bigger issue out of it
Right.
instead of just saying, I can do it.
Absolutely.
I can do it.
And yeah, you're talking about simple things like turning on a faucet.
Right. Right.
Something as simple as turning on
Right.
a faucet, and,
Right.
and now you really got to figure out how to get that done. So I do appreciate you going into that and like how you felt.
Yes, sir.
How you felt. And how long has it been now since you've been out here?
2.5 years.
And how do you feel now?
Awesome. The whole family feels awesome. Everybody feels awesome.
Yeah, you weathered the storm.
Yep.
I mean, literally.
Literal storms.
Literal storms. You weathered the storms. No, I love it. So I just want to encourage the people out there who might think that they can't do it. You think you can't do it, and I'm out here with my brother, and he's done it. And that's what kind of kept me going, because I talked to you guys. I'm talking about, I feel like a lot of time has passed by, or I wasted time, or whatever the case may be. And so I wanted to come out here with Brother Chris, following Yeshua, and I wanted to get boots on the ground. I wanted to walk, in his footsteps, and just and get. I wanted to pick his brain. I wanted to fellowship with him. It's a very personal thing, and it doesn't get any more intimate. This is his home. It doesn't get any more intimate than that. I'm right here in his home, where he breaks bread, where he raises his children, where he, raises animals and stuff, and he's doing everything that the Bible tells us to do. It says seek the old path. So he got out of the city, and he started doing the old paths, exactly what our ancestors were doing. And it's one of those things that's going to be a haven unto us. He has his own water, generating his own power. So, like we talked about before, what happens, the city can't come and turn your water off.
Nope.
Okay?
Nope.
They can't come and turn your electricity off.
Nope.
Okay? Nope. So, some of the advantage, now, you've been in the city. You know what it is to be in an apartment.
Yes.
You know how it is to be in a house. You know how that is and everything. Would you trade that for anything for right now?
Not a chance.
Okay.
Not a chance. In fact, the help me are always like, I can't believe I actually lived that life and spent that much time living nothing.
Yeah. Didn't amount to anything.
Nope.
Didn't amount to
anything.
Didn't amount to anything. And what about the money you realize that you spent in the past that you're like, oh my Waste.
Sometimes I really wish I could discuss the finances, the specifics. I'm not going to do it.
Right. That's right.
But you don't realize how much money you waste over simple things.
Yeah.
Over simple things.
Yeah.
I don't spend a dime for water. I don't spend a dime for electricity. I mean, I make the initial investment. You know, people say, well, $5,000 is a lot of money. How much do you spend in a year
Yeah.
in electricity? Some people spend $200-$300 a month
Yeah.
in electricity.
Yeah.
You hit $3,000 or $4,000 in 1 year. I've been running this solar for 2.5 years.
Okay, there you go. And then you can always expand.
Yes.
You know, if
Yes.
you want, when you need to.
Yep.
When you want to. So that's what I wanted to just join. Wanted to get you guys' thoughts on there. Shalom to everyone. Now you get to see Israelite Prepper and Follow Yeshua on the same screen. And just wanted to remind. I wanted to remind you guys before I let you guys go that we're gonna have a live stream on Following Yeshua's channel later today, about 6 o'clock our time.
4.
About 4. You gonna go earlier?
Yeah, we'll do
You're
about
gonna
4:30.
Okay. About 4:30. We're gonna have it. Shalom, Johnny Smith. He's in there. So we're gonna do it about 4:30, and at least 2 of the topics we're gonna cover. You know, so we're gonna give some praises to the righteous, virtuous sisters out there who are trying, who are really getting it done.
Yes.
You know, who are honoring their heads. So we're gonna recognize them. We're gonna talk about that, and then what we're gonna do is give you guys, the women, we're gonna give you guys a chance to get into the minds of the husband and the things that we think about and how we look at certain situations and processes, to give you guys some insight of how men tick, right? So this is one of those times where you do get to see how other husbands run their home and how they think about different situations, to give you some insight. So my encouragement is to pay attention to what the guys are going to say. Okay, pay attention. Don't reprocess it. Don't retranslate it in your head. Just listen to what we're saying. Take it at face value, and you can get a lot of insight. And then you'll realize that, you know, your husband probably wasn't off the mark as you thought. Okay, probably wasn't off as you thought. You got any closing words, brother?
No.
No, we're good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're gonna see you guys about 4:30 our time. All right. So this is Israelite Prepper. This is my main man, Following Yeshua.
Shalom.
We'll see you guys on Following Yeshua's channel. Shalom.